Gaining weight, losing hair?
Okay, fire away.
Start. Everybody's going to ask quarterback, but start with their tight end.
Yeah, well, I can't see them, they're too high. If it's cloudy that day, then they'll be up in the clouds somewhere, yes.
So how difficult is it when you have a big tight end matched up with what you're trying to do?
Yeah, it's not easy when you got 6'6" and you're playing with 5'6" guys coming. There's a little discrepancy there. You know, they do a good job. They're experienced players. They're going to look the part. You know, so I mean, it is what it is. We don't have enough defensive ends to go put over the top of them, so we're just going to play with the guys we got, and you know, hopefully we can hang in there and not get blocked too much, or they don't throw the ball up too high where we can't get to the ball. You know, I talked to the maintenance guys earlier today about borrowing some of their step ladders for Saturday, and they looked at me kind of funny. So anyway, I mean, it is what it is. So
I do have one for Purdy. The pump fake really killed West Virginia last year. Guys, is that something you consciously talk to you guys about? He uses that kind of as a weapon.
well, you know, I'm not even familiar with that, to be perfectly candid. They fake a punt on us last year.
Pump fake.
Oh, I'm sorry, pump fake. I thought you said
no.
I was sitting there going, I missed that one.
Pump fake.
Well, yeah, he gets guys. I mean, there's an old saying, defensive lineman, you never go in there, and he's a very astute at you know, making sure that he gets guys out of position. You know, I was going to say Fran Tarkington-ish,
Yeah.
but that would be way past a lot of people in here's head. So they'll be on Google trying to figure out who that is. He is quick like that though, and he's very accurate on his passes. He can throw the ball to field flats, boundary flats. He can throw the ball anywhere on the field. He does a good job holding on to the ball at times until right when you think you got him, and he lets guys clear. The route concepts are typically such that takes a while to develop, although they do have hots. So when I say hots, they'll have, if you got a blitz coming, that they've got a route that they can get the ball out. You know, they're throwing the ball all over the place. Really, a formation team, you're going to get every formation. You know, we're having to make names up for some of their formations that they're using because there's nothing in our database that matches them. So we're going to have to do a great job of IDing their formations so we don't get outflanked. First thing you got to do is stop the run. They run the ball well enough to where if you just let them do it, you know, they'll get it. Baylor did probably as good a job as anybody. What goes a little bit lost in that game is it was 130-something degrees on the turf that day, and the Iowa State guys were in the sun, and the Baylor guys were over in the shade, so it was under 100 on their side. So, you know, that kind of gets lost in that little.
We weren't allowed to have tents either.
Yeah. So anyway, the Baylor's pretty fast on defense, linebacker wise, but they did a good job defending them. You know, we don't run a lot of the stuff they do, so we can't like assimilate to that. So.
Did film reveal anything better about Taiki? I know you were really up on him after the game.
No, I thought he did a good job. There was 2 plays. The play coming out was disconcerting. That was a great job by Texas. You know, Taiki had never seen a flood route and that situation, and he knew in the meeting room, yeah, that's me. You know, but I mean, that kid did a great job, and it shows. You know, we need to make sure everybody handles things differently, and we need to make sure that we handle success the same way I'm trying to handle the failure. I'm trying to get over it, and he needs to not think that, you know, he's ready for the NFL yet. So we all have to, you know, handle the scenarios the best we can. I'm trying to not lose my mind with the disappointment that what we could have, if we just finished the other day, and Ty Key needs to keep pressing to get better. So we all have our crosses to bear. And I brought up that analogy with me and him. He needs to, and I think he will. I think he's that type of kid that really wants to be great. So hopefully he'll keep learning and being more productive in the future.
Neil highlighted that goal line play, I think it was a zero blitz maybe?
Yep. Yep. You want me to tell you? I can tell you the name of it now. Well, it's what teams will do. A lot of teams, they get in what they call their alumni zone. You know, they can make their alumni real happy if they get there on about the 35, 40-yard line and they throw a deep ball, especially right after a takeaway. They're going to try to do something. And I thought our best chance may be to get him. I thought they would go play action pass, and so here we go. And somebody's band's going to play, and I was hoping it'd be ours. Ty Key made a great play. The ball was thrown perfect, and Ty Key was just a little bit better than their guy in that play.
They've had one of the most efficient offenses in the country, Coach. Now that you're kind of looking at the film, what do you think as a unit they do to put up those numbers?
Are you talking about Iowa State?
Iowa State.
Yeah, I thought that you were talking about. I didn't think you were talking till next week yet.
No.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting the next few weeks. Actually, it's been interesting these 3 weeks. Yeah, I think the quarterback makes them go. They've got tight. When you start counting on all the tight ends and the running backs, and they throw the ball around, you have to cover everybody. They get everybody out, and as soon as you think you're just playing empty every snap, then all of a sudden they'll line up and run tight ends or 2 tight ends or 3 tight ends and run the ball down your throat. So they're very multiple. I don't know that they don't shift and move, but every snap, they cut a lot of stuff off the film. So they might have been lined up in one place, and when you get the film, they're going to be another. We watch TV copies, so we understand its tempo, line up, look to the side. There's a lot of things that we're going to have a really good challenge with our guys to cerebrally take in, what we're fixing to see. Their passing game is very complex, their running game is not. But when you count the quarterback as a running threat, which he is, any coach knows you got to have 9 to stop a running quarterback. So try stopping their passing game with a 9-man box. You can't do it. So we're just going to have to mix and match and win some battles, and somewhat do what we do. And the key, I think, to stop them defensively is we got to do what we do better than they do what they do. And we can't try to reinvent the wheel and do something that we don't. We played as good as we've played all year in the first and third quarters last week. I think if our guys haven't learned what I've been trying to tell them all along, that we can be as good as we want to be, then they still haven't been paying attention. Now the key is going to be we can't go to the other side of it as we got in the second quarter and in the fourth quarter and start not being in the right gaps, not having the right eye discipline, not being in the right leverage like we did, which created 42 points. So we can't be this and that. We've got to be more consistently this. So that's what we're going to work towards this week.
You mentioned the importance of your team being able to recognize the different formations and line up and rapid. How much can you and the other assistants, Coach Poe and Coach Leslie on the sidelines, signal and help, or is that something that they've got to be able to do?
They know. I think our guys will know. Hopefully that's why you practice. I've seen very few people that could actually look on the sideline. Venables is one, and then when Todd Graham was at Arizona State, I think he did it. They would look out on the field and see what they're in and then signal it. I can promise you, if I haven't got the signal in and they're lined up, our guys are going to be having coronaries out there. So we have to get the signals into them. So there's some kind of comfort zone, and then it's going to be on them to make the adjustments. So
they don't have a lot of third downs this year.
you notice that, they don't have any 3 and outs either, do they?
Very few of those, too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
One or the other. Is the same thing when a team's getting like 9 third downs a game?
Yeah, well, that way we won't be as bad as we were on third down last week. So we got less opportunities. So, no, they're really good. So, I mean, I don't know, you know, we'll see. So,
All right, thanks, Coach. Yes,
all
sir.
right, stay on.